What's going on, vinyl community? It's Wes here from psychrocklive. I'm so glad to be back with another video. This is my first video after my contest announcement, and I must say that, wow, things are definitely happening for my channel. I've gained a lot of subscribers, a lot of new faces here, and just, I can't say anything else, but thank you all, and welcome to my channel if you are a newcomer, and if you're not, welcome back. Today I'm doing a topic video. I've showed a lot of albums on my channel, some psych, some classic rock, this, that, and the other thing, but I haven't really gotten around to talking about some of the deeper cuts of my collection. I really haven't talked about too much jazz, prog, hard rock, metal, etc. So I'm going to show you some of my favorite prog albums from my collection today. But yeah, I thought it would be a good idea to show you guys some prog. I got quite a few here that I'm going to go through real quick. But first and foremost, I got a shout out to a channel that I entered a contest in a little earlier, and that channel is Wax Ecstatic. I gotta just shout out to Wax Ecstatic again. I just received the buttons or pins, whatever you want to call them, in the mail from him. And I knew they were going to come soon, but I didn't realize it was going to be that fast. And they are absolutely tremendous. I'm just going to go ahead and show them off here. If you guys aren't familiar, he did a contest where even if you don't win grand prize, which I did not, you still get these buttons. And it's so cool and inspiring. He sent me 2 of my Psych Rock Live, my own channel ones. Then he sent, I think he sent everybody the vinyl community member. And then this is so funny. He sent me the, I just let him select a random one, and it's the Jeff Witcher Stole My Grail. This is funny and great for me because I absolutely love Jeff's channel. I think he's hilarious. He posts some great videos. He posts some really sarcastic stuff. That How to Prevent Ringwear video was absolutely hilarious. And he does like song parodies. Where he kind of just takes the lyrics to songs and breaks them down in a really ironic way. Really, really funny dude, though. I'm just going to go ahead and put both of their channels in the description. Those guys are awesome. So thanks again, Wax Ecstatic. And Jeff, I love what you're doing. You're making hilarious videos. Keep it up. I kind of love the anti-joke vinyl community and whatnot. But let's go ahead and rip right here. Let's get right into the list. I got quite a stack. I'm trying to keep these videos a little more, shorter, but I like rambling, so, whatever. First one, I only picked one by this band, but if we're talking prog, they have a lot to choose from. This is Rush, Permanent Waves. This is probably my favorite Rush album. I just love kind of every song on here. It has some hits, and it has... just a ton of stuff. Natural Science on here is an absolutely killer track. Different strings, yep, Entre Nous, Jacob's Ladder. Funny story, I'm just going to tell the story real quick. I don't know if I've showed it on this channel. I think I've gotten rid of it before I made the channel, but I went to Goodwill one time and they had just the disc to Permanent Waves. No sleeve, no nothing, just the disc with a Goodwill sticker on it. And I bought it because it was actually in decent shape. And before I cleaned it, this was a long time ago in my collection, it had one of those repeating scratches, where you pass it and then it keeps going. And it was on the song Jacob's Ladder. And if you're not familiar with Jacob's Ladder, it's a song that just keeps building and building and building until eventually it breaks. It's a fantastic song, but the repeating scratch was on Jacob's Ladder, and it was like perfectly on time. So I was just listening to the song, and I was like, oh my God, this song's just building forever. Like, I've been listening to this for 20 minutes. Like, where's it going? Then I realized, you know what? Yeah, this is a scratch. It's kind of an ironic story. But I could have picked Hemispheres. I could have picked 2112. I could have picked Throw Out of Kings. Rush is awesome. But that's probably just a personal favorite of mine. So that's definitely one of my favorite in the Prog region. Next up, my pretty beat copy of Fragile by Yes. I've had a few different copies of this. This is just an Atlantic one. It plays all right. It's definitely seen a lot of wear. I've played it a zillion times. I'm in the market to get a new copy. I'm also kind of in the market to grab that Steven Wilson box set and just get fresh copies. I don't know if that's still in print. I don't know how expensive it's gotten. But that remix box set, I think, sounds good. I've streamed it, and it sounds great to me. And to get fresh copies of all those albums is pretty interesting to me. But yes, I love Close to the Edge. I've talked about it on this channel before, but I thought I'd just throw in something different. And on that same note, I do have another Yes one. This is a really underrated Yes album, in my opinion. This is Yes Shows. Yes Songs kind of gets all the attention. But this is a killer 2 LP live Yes thing. And I really like this because it kind of highlights their later work. You know, you're not going to hear, you know, Heart of the Sunrise and stuff on here. But you do, side 2, get the entire Gates of Delirium from Relayer, I think is how you say it, by Yes. And that's cool to me. So this one's definitely worth checking out. Great sound quality for a live album. I don't see this that often, but it is definitely a solid one for me. Next one is kind of as popular as Prog gets. I don't know if I really call these guys super prog in the sense of like how prog can be, if you know what I mean. But I Robot by the Alan Parsons Project is a fantastic album. Sonically, it's amazing. Kind of looks a little bit like a gorilla. This album has awesome production. It's not super hard to find. I got a $1 copy, and mine plays phenomenally. I think I just realized this might be a Holland press. I'm not sure. It feels thin. I don't know. Not sure. But anyways, this is an awesome album. It's proggy enough. And if you're just wanting to get your foot in the door to that type of music, this is a great place to start. And if you're looking for something to show off a sound system, this is another great album to pick. Next up is another twofer. I couldn't pick one for this band. And the band is Kansas, so I went up and I just grabbed 2. This is Song for America by Kansas. This is a fantastic album. I really dig it. I don't really even know how to describe the sound of Kansas. I don't know. It's Kansas, you know? They're one of those bands that has their sound, and you like it, you love it, but if you don't like it, you're not going to like it because they sound like themselves. You know what I mean? Kind of like AC/DC. They sound like AC/DC. That's what they do, and if you don't like it, you're not going to like it, and if you do, you're going to love it. Song for America, I also went up and picked up, I thought that their first album would be another one that I really like. These are really 2 of the albums I super dig by Kansas. This is really easy to find. I see this all the time. This is a $1.29 copy. It plays great. This is a $5 of their first album. Not super hard to find. I still have the receipt in here. I bought this record back in 2017. But yeah, I really dig these. I really dig Kansas. I think they're great. Next one I could talk about all day, but I'm kind of showcasing this in a different light. Obviously, I'm going to have to pick In the Court of the Crimson King. I mean, come on. This is one of the most essential prog albums of all time. And if you count like Pink Floyd's prog, maybe The Dark Side is, but this is a brilliant copy. It's actually a repress. When I first started collecting, I thought this album was really rare, but I actually see it a lot. I see the Atlantic presses all the time. I'm trying to figure out this Discipline Global Mobile, I guess, did this press. It's on heavyweight vinyl. And let me tell you, this press, I mean, it sounds so good. It says it's a 2010 copyright, made in England. So I guess this is a UK press if it's made in England. I have it cataloged. I just haven't looked at it in a while. Pink label. I'm talking, this is a absolutely immaculate sounding record. I mean, I don't really know what else I can say. It's In the Court of the Crimson King. If you haven't heard it, you gotta just pause the video. Don't even worry about watching the rest of the video. Just go listen to it because it's so good. I would like to get a really early press of this, but I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how much better it can sound than this one. I think this pressing sounds great, unless I'm really missing something, but I don't know. Another band, Jethro Tull. Come on. I picked Stand Up. This is a little more of a like psychedelic album, in my opinion, than a prog. But in terms of it being one of my favorites, this is it. It's cool to have a copy that this is still intact. I almost forgot about that when I opened it. I'll be honest, it kind of scared me a little bit. But this is cool. I love the artwork on it. I just think it's really cool. Great album. It's on Chrysalis. I know that, oh no, actually, interesting. It's on reprise. I thought it was, but then I saw this, and I put it out. It is on reprise. That makes sense, but I think that's like, I think Chrysalis is like a subsidiary of Reprise. I could be wrong, but I think that's how it works. But this is a nice press I got. I think I got this for like $1 or 50 cents. Played it a bunch of times. Plays great. I love Jethro Tull as much as the next guy. I'm not crazy into them. But they're great, you know. They're great to throw. The next one is by a band I really dig. Not as known as some of the ones I just talked about, and it's Gentle Giant. This is my copy of In the Glass House. This is actually a UK press on WWA. It's in pretty good shape. It's an older one. I really like this holographic cover, and if you see Goodwill sticker, that's true. I did get it at Goodwill, actually. I was at Goodwill one day looking through the record bins, and I just saw this huge stack, and I was like, what is that? I pulled some stuff out, and I literally picked up almost the entire discography of Gentle Giant. Just sitting there, hidden. Maybe somebody saw it and didn't have the money, so they hid it. I found it. I bought it all. They're all in relatively good shape. The covers are a little hammered, but for 97 cents, getting a UK press of In a Glass House. Are you kidding? Come on. And to wrap it all up, last band here, probably my favorite, absolutely probably my favorite prog band, and it's Genesis. And I know that a lot of people would pick Selling England by the Pound, but come on, this nice copy, it's such a good album. Foxtrot, great. Genesis Live, great. I also like, you know, when Peter Gabriel left, I like that Phil Collins, Abacab, Invisible Touch. I dig that stuff too. I really just like Genesis. You know, there's a lot I could pick in terms of favorite Genesis, but Selling England by the Pound is kind of just a no-skipper for me. But anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. Welcome, newcomers. Go ahead and comment some of your favorite prog. I just kind of pulled these together real quick in a video. I'm probably forgetting some. I'm sure I am. But comment some of your favorite prog. If you guys have not already, go enter my contest. Subscribe for more. Thank you all for joining me.